Hey YouTube, today we're back with another episode of the Apothecary Diaries, episode 17 of season 2. And last episode we had a bunch of twists and turns. Honestly, one of the most fun episodes of the season so far, just because of how so many like twists were happening. It feels like in hindsight it was a lot more obvious. But like me personally, when I'm watching these, if I like, I'm constantly trying to think about like maybe some of the mysteries, but like on the overarching plot, I like unless like, it's not like I'm digging too deep into it, trying to constantly think about it, just because like I don't know, like I'll think about it, but like if it's not coming to my mind, I'm just gonna just move on, right? But either way, I'm really excited how this is going to end up turning around, or how it's going to end up going, because Maomao really went along with this just to find some new formula for, I don't know, whatever the heck she think this is. And I'm really curious to see how Jinshi's doing, because I can probably imagine he's losing his mind. I feel bad for him because he cares so much about Maomao. But yeah. With that being said, thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe. That would be super nice if you could do that. And give the video a like if you end up enjoying your stay here. So let's get to it. Oh, so we're going to end up seeing how he actually finds out. That's nice. Technically she did incur somebody's wrath. Technically. Well, she's been incurring a lot of wrath, yes, for the past couple of seasons, but like, even I just feel bad for everyone, because they do care about her, but she's just like, obviously she is being forced to go along with, what's her name, Suirei? Suirei? But at the same time, Maomao is also very interested in this revival medicine or whatever. That's so crazy, they actually named the cat Maomao. Loma is so smart, man. Jinshi's having a hard time trying to figure him out, just because he's kind of in his own world, I suppose. We really got people to help look for a cat. I don't know anything about cats, by the way. I've never owned a cat. Is that supposed to be like a similar effect to catnip or what? This is crazy. Mama actually left hints. Wow, that's cool. You should have remembered that, yeah. This doctor, man. He's just so silly. I was gonna comment on how he looked very calm earlier, but yeah. At the same time, it makes sense, because this is just the type of person he is. Focusing on what you can do, right? That is something not a lot of people can do. I don't think I can say clearly that's something I can do as well. Being very logical and very calm when things can go south. That's crazy. He's really pressed right now. But he has to still act in a certain way. I don't know anything about Chinese letters, so I can't even give my own guess. I mean, this means he knows something that, well, I don't. So, what? Wow, all the way at sea? My goodness, we went far, bro. What is the situation, man? I still don't trust Shisui, by the way, because it feels so weird that she was just there coincidentally. I don't know if maybe I'm overthinking it, but yeah. Is that just her trying to convince herself, or is she being honest? Really? Really? I don't know. I don't know, Maomao. I don't know. This is what I mean. Isn't this weird? She said no there. She should like change her mind, because I think a part of me, well, I'm still super sus of Suisei, essentially. Like, I don't know. Maybe I am overthinking it. You know what? Maybe. Listen. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I will apologize. That's crazy. You can even tell. Why is she freaking out? What the hell? I guess. Yes. Wow, Maomao is... You see, this is what I mean. That was, for sure, really smart for Maomao, but at the same time, kind of evil, because that type of response is not normal. Even if you're like generally scared of snakes, which I mean, I'm kind of scared of snakes too, but like shrieking in the way that she did and just panicking at the level that she did shows very like it's very deep, like fear. And then she just ended up throwing in front of her, like, just to test it out. That's, holy moly, Maomao, just crazy. My respect, honestly, my respect. But also, this just shows, should we say, like, this is, like, yeah, she is on the other side. Yep. That's so funny. I love how honest she is. But the fact that you're defending her is another thing. Bro, I would be so mad. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody who I considered a friend does something like this, I would be so mad. I know. I've been noticing this. And they were hinting at it earlier when they were looking at the Chinese letters from your little hint that you left behind. This whole thing was foreshadowed even from that long ago, which is crazy. With the cat and her chasing the cat, like that's crazy. That's a lot of foreshadowing. I enjoy the fact that so many things have been like circling around. They're like, it's all connecting. It's all connecting. And that to me is so insane. Genuinely. Yes. Maybe there's somebody sick. That's not a bad, hypothesis, because he is kind of high up on the ladder, but I don't think so. Where's this? Some remote fort? Are they part of a rebellion or what? take down the royalty or something. Like, is that what this is? They do seem very closed off. Oh my gosh, is that them? Wow. I hate kids. Same. Me and Maomao are kind of on the same wavelength when it comes to kids, man. Generally, I don't like kids. Like this, it's so annoying, man. This was weird. I wouldn't know. I would be so confused if I was Maomao. It's a small town, but it's very well built. It looks really nice. That would be cool if you, well, weren't actually dead, so... This is so weird. Because Maomao right now is in a very precarious situation, technically. But, I don't know. It feels like we're out here on an adventure or something. Which I don't mind. It's just weird. I still don't like kids. Nah. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's how I see it. He's just a brat. And those masks, I guess that's what the opening has been referencing. But also, the masks also very, like... It was a very, like, good foreshadowing towards how a lot of people have masks on. Even Maomao, you know, it's very, like, things aren't as they seem type of thing. It just works well. Oh, she's giving birth. Holy. Well, that is a bit unfortunate for Jinshi, because he might have to be on standby for Gyokyo. So he might not be able to move around much. But what an episode. What an episode. It feels like we're definitely building up overarching, like, plot here. It's very possible that they're trying to just take down royalty because of XY reasons, and you know, Maomao is just getting caught up in the crossfire, you know, and as much as you know, these people who are, you know, plotting things might be in the right, you know, I like Jinshi, you know, I really do like Jinshi, and I can understand, because especially with because it's already been hinted that the previous royal, the people who are in charge, right, at the top previously, there was a lot of nasty stuff going on, from the emperor to the grand empress or whatever she was called. Like, there was a lot of nasty and terrible things going on back then. Things seem to be a lot more mellow now, but who knows. And Jinshi, you know, unfortunately, he's just was born into this, and he is doing what he has to do, and that's what he's been doing ever since we met him. So yeah, it's very unfortunate, and Maomao's just caught up in the situation. I do wonder how things will actually develop, because obviously things can change once we actually know details, like why do these people act the way that they do exactly, right? We're just speculating at this point, but it's very fun, right? And Suirei, I was very right, and when I said that I didn't trust her, ever since the last episode, I was like, there's no reason why you would pop up when you do in this type of situation. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. I can't trust you. But that being said, I need to come clean, because it was like 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I saw a thing online where it was referencing Shuisei as being somebody else. I'm not going to say who it was, but that is what all I was actually like hinted at, right? And me like since I already had my own like speculations or like not speculation, my own suspicions on Shuisei, like it was just made it just made me a lot more like convinced that Shuisei was definitely not who she seemed. She isn't who she seemed to be, for sure. Maybe it was a lot more obvious to a lot of people, but just had to make sure it was clear that I do have a very good idea as to actually who she is. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil that just in case. But yeah, with that being said, that's it for now. What's a really good episode, and I really look forward to the next one. So, thank you for being here. If you enjoyed your stay, please like, subscribe, and comment down your thoughts below. That'd be really nice. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.